Hey there, everyone. How are we doing today? So this is a video that I have been looking forward to creating for 13 weeks. One of the things that is always interesting to do when you set out to have goals, you look at them weekly, you track performance is, eventually it becomes the date where you've got to see how you did. In sales, you had these things called quarters, sometimes monthly goals, and, you know, talk is talk and the numbers are the numbers. So um, best laid plans, great effort, it doesn't really matter. When your time is up, you either count the revenue or you don't. So this is going to be my look back at the last 13 weeks. We have a playlist on this channel called goals tracking, I believe. Last year I tracked with you monthly. Wasn't enough. I didn't hold myself accountable. Pretty poor performance on average. I'm liking these weekly updates. I hope you like them. I think holding myself accountable to all of you is a good thing. So let me share with you kind of my 13 week in review. So let me bring that up. All right. Hopefully you can see that. Again, yesterday I shared with you how the results were for the 13 week. What this is a look back over the entire 13 week, as it is interesting to see, kind of what that looks like. If you're looking for dates, again, I specifically started on December 1st, 2019, and this is actuals as of February 29th, 2020. So first and foremost, kind of hinted at this already, the weekly cadence for me is the right time frame. It allows me to look in the mirror. It allows me to assess my different categories. It allows me to tweak, focus, and I enjoy self-evaluation Sunday morning each and every week. It kind of fits my model, and hopefully, it allows you to see how I'm doing on my goals, and maybe it also helps you look at your goals every Sunday. I particularly like our conversations on Sunday. I think sharing the struggles and the successes is fun. It's not only fun, but it's rewarding. I have a good time. Even when my weekly reports are bad, it allows me to look at my business and ask myself some hard questions. And it never really gets away from me. Even one bad week, which I think it was like week 12 or 11, where I kind of did hit nothing. It didn't get away from me, right? It allows me to buckle down and really figure out if this was where where my focus should be. So I think the weekly cadence of wins, struggles, and successes I like it. It fits me. I crushed the health goals. As the spreadsheet showed, I started at 204, had a goal to lose a pound a week. We ended up losing 18 pounds in 13 weeks. We did that by, again, breaking down the goal of losing weight into the two components that make that up, right? Activity for burning calories and intake for losing calories. So again, that's the key, right? Your goal could be losing weight, but for me, it's not about losing weight is the goal, right? That's the category. It's what are the activities you're doing to lose weight? And again, losing 18 pounds in 13 weeks is good. My face feels skinnier, right, when I look at myself in the video. So that's pretty cool. Although I need to shave. Olivia's going to give me a hard time pretty soon, so need to do that. Social media views, podcasts, subscribers are growing. We didn't quite hit 5,000 subscribers on YouTube by the end of February, but we're close. Hopefully by the end of this week, we will be there, which is just an awesome feeling. My Instagram is didn't hit the goals. I think we only did once or twice over the entire 13 weeks. I need to be more active on Instagram. And I think what I need to do is I need to reach out to other Instagram influencers, I guess you call them, and get them interviewed and then maybe share in their success. I'm not sure, but my Instagram followers is not, the growth is not where I would like it to be. The hub is ramping, right? Again, that's that office building I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on. I'm frankly still trying to figure out how to maximize the value. The goal is the same: help dozens, if not hundreds of people each and every week. I've got people in there I know and respect. I honestly need to leverage it better. And love your ideas. If you have ideas on what I could do, leave the comments below, reach out. But you will see some different goals for the hub in our next video, which will be my next 13 weeks. I'm spending a lot of money on marketing. To date, I've never done any of this. I don't want to do it myself. I don't want my phone ringing. I don't need more emails. I don't need more meetings. But one of the things I wanted to do was increase deal flow. So I actually have 4 different partners. All of them happen to be in the hub that I'm spending money with. And I like what we're doing. I think the results thus far suck. I do realize that it takes time, and it's probably too early for me to say that. But again, that's the beauty of having a 13-week period. That the end of February is here. You got to talk about what it is. Sure, maybe next quarter will be great, but I don't get paid on next quarter, right? The results thus far have been disappointing, right? I have lit about $10,000 on fire, and yeah, it's not been a good feeling. I am very excited. The 4 partners that I have now, I know and respect. They're all tremendous wholesalers. They're doing different things. One is focused on mailers. One is reaching out with technology. One's door knocking. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. But these partners are something that's going to be pretty awesome, I think. Something that you will see in every goals going forward, because hopefully you and I are still having these conversations in years to come. I'm going to be increasing the cash flow, right? If you follow my one rental at a time, I'm not one of these normal, bigger is better, unit count. I only care about the net. And the best measure for me to do that with you is around cash flow. So I'm going to be trying to increase our cash flow every 13 weeks. And we did it, right? We got to 1,300 on a goal of 1,250 this year. I'll actually show you the spreadsheet with all my goals again in the next video. But this is kind of the wrap up. So this is something you can expect to see in each future goal period. But we did hit our goal for the last one, which is a nice feeling. One more thing before I move on is, again, I'm in a lucky situation where cash flow can be increased 3 different ways. And we actually did all 3 in the last 13 weeks. I paid off some high interest debt. I bought some new assets, right? So cash flow increases, and I raised rents. That's how we got there in the last 13 weeks. As far as getting deals, right? Buys and sells, we didn't buy enough. I think we sold 6. We should have sold 9. There's 3 that slipped to this week. That's okay. But we didn't simply buy enough. I think we only bought 3. Actually, I need to go back and look. It was 3 or 4. I don't remember. But yeah, we certainly didn't buy enough. If we keep selling faster than we buy, we'll very quickly have no inventory. Tracking spending was actually fun for me. It kind of reminded me to 10 years ago. I have, I'm not confused. I'm lucky enough to finally be in a position where I don't have to focus on needs versus wants as much as I once did. But because I have this channel, because I believe it's important to share with you what I'm doing, it kind of is just to show you that I do what I say. I started tracking needs versus wants. Admittedly, I was a little aggressive on the number. I wanted to make sure my spending was under $1,000 on wants. You will see I'm going to hold myself a lot more accountable next quarter. 1,000 was just too high. We're going to lower that number substantially next quarter. To really tighten up on my wants, and we'll see how that goes. Finding unique experiences. Don't be confused. This is what I want to be doing the rest of my life, is having experiences. I love everything we do on this channel. I try to get everything done by 9 or 10 o'clock so that we can have the rest of the day to do whatever we want. Very lucky to be in that situation. But yeah, we had fun, right? And these experiences could come costing $0, which several of ours did the last 13 weeks, to costing lots of money, right? A first-class trip to Taiwan, is not cheap. So again, we're lucky enough to be in a situation where that's that's what life's about, is these unique experiences, making money and things of that nature. Donating to charities is becoming a key part of our plans. It will be a part of our goals each 13 weeks. I have not been a great giver to charities over the years. Olivia has been far better at this than I have been. But that is something that you're going to see be a goal of mine every 13 weeks going forward. Giving back with not only time, which is where I was always comfortable giving my time away, but now we're gonna give some significant dollars away. Book sales. Wow, this one rental at a time book is changing people's lives, and I'm happy to say is ramping. Right, we were doing kind of 50 books a month there for much of last year, but now we're up to $200 and almost $300 or 300 books a month now, and I think it's ramping like this. More and more of you are writing reviews. Again, please, something I ask. I'm a self-published author giving you all this free content. If you've bought the book and it helped, please go to Amazon or Audible and leave a 5-star review. I'm convinced that it's your reviews that are driving the Amazon algorithm and presenting one rental at a time as an option for real estate investors. So I think we're at 137 reviews today, a 4.9 average on Amazon. Please, please, please add your review. It could be simple as great book, but a 5-star review from you would be wildly helpful. Please, please, please. My online course, I don't push it a lot. I don't want to sound salesy. I don't want people to think bad of me ever, but I think it's the best thing I've created. The online course creates focus. It creates belief. It tells you what to do. I believe you have to learn your market. You hear me say it all the time, but how to do it. That's what the course is. I talk about bad, average, good, and great, but what's that mean? It's in the course. I talk about comparing deals, single family home with apartments. How do you do that? It's in the course. Building a team, in the course. Your why, in the course. You want to get a hold of me? You want me to mentor you? Get the course. Right? I am getting more and more demands for my time, and something I will never give up is my private Facebook group. If you buy my course, you get access to me in the private Facebook group. We're well over 300 course sales already, but the Facebook group's got 120 members or something, 115. So if you've already bought it and you're not in there, get added. I believe the group is called the group is called One Rental at a Time Works. So get added to that course. So make sure you get added to that course. Again, other things, there's just so much value in there. Sure, it costs $199. I picked that number on purpose. I'm not trying to get rich off it, but I do want it to be enough where if you buy it, you do the work. If you buy the course just because you like me and you want to give back, don't do it. I don't need the money. I put it at that number because I want you to feel it, right? $200, right? There's, I think, 9 or 10 hours of content in there. But more importantly, the course makes you do homework. I want you to look at the first step and do homework. I want you to look at the second step and do homework. Seriously, the online course is the best thing I've created, and it's changing people's lives. And I'm very proud of that fact. And I don't talk about it a lot, but I am really, really proud of that course. All in all, I think the last 13 weeks have been great. I didn't hit all my goals. I'd probably give myself a B- for hitting all my goals. I hit the important ones. For me, The weight one was the big one. If you hear me on the week 1 summary, I was in a bad spot, bad headspace, right? 204 pounds, heaviest I've ever been. I wasn't really sure what was going on. So to see that I lost, what was it, 18 pounds is a pretty good feeling. So all in all, I appreciate you listening to this. Again, a couple of things. If you've got the book and you've liked it, go to Amazon or Audible and leave a review, even if it just says great book. I give a lot away for free on YouTube, on my podcast, on Instagram. Help me out, please. I'd love to get over 150 reviews by the end of March. So that's another 13 or 14 reviews. So yours could really, really help. And again, that course, I have that online course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. It's quite frankly the best thing I've created. There'll be a link in the description. I think it's there by default. There's a playlist where 3 students have talked about their experience, and I'm sure we'll be adding more. It really is the best thing I've created to help people. The book's great, but I think the course is the best thing I've created. So at the end, I've had a great time these last 13 weeks, and I look forward to the next 13 weeks. Have a wonderful day.